Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Azar Asghari, who is here on behalf of United. Well, Azar, it's very nice to see you again. How are you?
Thank you so much. It is always good to be here, seeing you and give a report to our residents.
Well,
Yes, as a finance chair and treasurer of the United, it is, I think, is a good idea that residents knows how the finance of United States is stand at this point.
well, exactly. And you have a lot of information to share with us, so I
Yes,
appreciate
I do,
that.
as usual.
And we'll just jump right in. And I know there is a little bit of good news that you wanted to share with everybody as well.
Yes, actually the good news is we end up 2020 with surplus compared to the budget. Of course, everybody knows due to COVID-19, almost 3 months, basically all the jobs around the Laguna Woods was on the hold. So based on that, we end up with the surplus that move all those budget to the 2021. But I brought today a report of end of January, so our resident knows how we start 2021.
Okay.
Let me share with everyone with the slide 1. In the slide 1, as you can see, this is for a period of January 31st of this year. You can see the total revenue end up with 3.8 million. And this is both from assessment revenue and non-assessment revenue, minus the total expenses of 3.3. At end of January, we again end up with the surplus of 534,000 net revenue. And that's a good news. We're going to slide 2. In finance, we keep a close eye on the operating portion of our finance result. And in this page, slide 2 is basically operating. And you can see from assessment revenue and non-assessment revenue together, we end up with a total revenue of 2.9 million, which minus the total expenses of 2.5. Again, the operating surplus for January, end of January, was 343,000 in favor of United. And then we can go to the slide 4, and you see those surplus comes from where. You can see this chart is nice because it's bar chart, and resident can easier to see. You can see outside services was unfavorable of United by 376,000. Employee compensation followed by 155,000, material and supplies 70,000, and of course property and sale tax 41,000. And that property is favorable to lower property tax expenses than anticipated. Please understand these are compared to the budget. And the only negative which was not favorable to the United was unrealized gain loss regarding to the long investment that we have. And this January, due to the market condition, we lost 52,000. And that's, we are ending with the, let's go to the slide 7. I like pie chart because it's easier to eye. Well, I am a mathematician, so I like to find easy way. This is a pie chart, and I thought it's important that a resident knows the money that they pay, how spend on the expenses. In this chart, you can see almost 50% of the revenue goes to the compensation, employee compensation, and the next followed by insurance. You know, our insurance went up this year, so 40% goes to the insurance and 14% to the utilities. followed by outside service. These are services that we invite out from the out of Laguna Woods worker common work is contractor, and followed by material and supplies 8%, and end up with net allocation to mutuals from the other mutual to United 5%. This is you can see by breakdown how expenses goes.
I think that's
I
great
know
that you're doing a pie chart, because I think instead of a columnized chart, you really can see the differences.
exactly. I agree with you. I mean, look, if you like it, I am sure all of our residents like pie chart. It's much easier. And for the next slide, many of our residents are very concerned about our fund balance, which is contingency and reserve balance. And I would like to share this page with them. At the beginning of the January, which we end up with, basically this is the end of 2020, you can see for the contingency, we start with 921,000. Contribution and interest for January was 62,000 minus plus expenditures. This is plus because it was from another account that transferred to this 11,000. We end up with 994,000, almost $1 million in contingency account, which more important than that is reserve account. A reserve account, we start the beginning of the year with $20.2 million. During the month of January, $855,000 was contribution. Minus expenditures, 72,000. We end up January by $20.3 million in reserve account. And this is very important for people that they want to buy units here, so they are comfortable with that. And this next chart shows even compared to the last 5 years. From 2017 to 2021, you can see the average. That teeny tiny line on the middle shows the average, which is 21 million, and you can see we hold above, a little bit above the average. So we are in a very good shape regarding to the reserve account. And one thing that always we want to share with our residents about the real estate history and how United the Mutual did in January. The orange one is 2019, yellow is 2020, and this blue one is just started January of 21. You can see if you look at this blue one compared to the first orange and first yellow, is above both of them. And that was a good news. It was a big jump. Look at here on the right side, on the top of the chart, you can see we sold on January 2019, 22, and in 2020, 23. But this year, 36 units of United was sold. And the average price kept as 260,000. So that's a very, very good news. And we look forward to seeing this blue one really going up compared to the orange and yellow so far. So I hope that gave a little bit information, and our residents knows about the finance.
That's
so
great.
that
Well,
was
thank you. Thank you for clarifying all of that with your charts. I think that's a good way to look at it. So perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple other things you wanted to ask or let people know about. So Easy Pay, what do they need to do with Easy Pay?
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding that one. Easy Pay, first I wanted to thank 80% of residents sign up with Easy Pay. But some people are still paying check. Just that bank charge us extra if the payment goes by the check. I want to encourage our residents, if it is possible for them, please go and sign up with Easy Pay. Is very safe. 80% of us, we are in Easy Pay, and I would like to encourage you to please go and sign up. If you want, actually in this week newspaper in Globe, always we put the website, but I will read one more time. It's www.lagunawoodsvillage.com/residents/financial services. If you go there, you can sign up by yourself. If you are not comfortable, you can call resident services. They would be happy to help you to sign up with the Easy Pay. And at the end, we are in the March, and the good news I wanted to share that March 21st is a spring equinox, and that is the first day of spring. I wanted in advance says a happy spring. Thanks all residents. I know we passed a very hard year, but spring is on the way, and all the flowers and birds is coming back here. And especially for Iranian residents, is a very special because it's our new year. I would like to say Happy New Year to all Iranian residents. Eid Shoma Mubarak.
Well, that was awesome. Well, Azar, thank you so much, and we will see you again soon.
Thank you so much, Lisa. It's always a pleasure to give some information to our resident and see your face too.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be right back after this.